Hey guys, how you doing? This is Jack from Trinity and welcome to part 4 of Surviving Mars. So in the last episode I was having a bit of a meltdown trying to work out where the goddamn farms were in this game, and it seems when I've played it before I must have had them as part of an unlocked technology, so you actually have to go in and research them, and it's under the biotech, and it's actually under the soil adaptation, which we don't have yet. So we need to get more biotech techs in really and get those sorted out, which is probably, I think once you do these they actually unlock. In that sense, what do we want to do? We can probably get rid of that. We want to keep the low G drive. We can sort that out later, but I probably want to actually reorder some of these, because if I'm going to have to research them, then I'd like to get them queued up and out of the way. Get the breakthrough. No, I won't leave the breakthrough for now. We'll get the Earth Mars Institute for more research. So yeah, there we go. So whilst I was having a bit of a major meltdown trying to work out exactly what was going on, I finally worked it out that it was just me being a bit of a derp, and that I needed to actually research the farms themselves.
Research complete.
The productivity training just come in. So engineers and geologists, which is useful. And yes, I was talking about building some extra living quarters and bringing more people down, but of course we're locked at the moment because we're in the founder stage, which means we have to survive 10 swords with the people that we have, and that we then can start bringing more people down onto the surface, which is going to be useful. But again, we've got quite a bit of stored power, but we are burning quite a bit of power as well. So in terms of polymers, we're using only 0.3 polymers per maintenance and 0.6 electronics. But ideally we would want to start bringing some of our own polymers, creating our own polymers on the surface. And earlier in the video, in the series, I was talking about the factory that also needs the stuff that it creates as a maintenance, and that's the electronics factory. So maybe the next couple of things we're going to put in here is a polymer factory and another hub to get more people down and working. I was also thinking, really, what we haven't done in this is actually make it kind of pretty, and it's always nice to make it kind of pretty. So I'm going to put a small garden in there, and we produce food, which is a result. So that means, yay, we're not all going to die.
Sector scan.
Famous last words.
Found.
Yeah, food is being produced, it's been sold at the grocers.
Resources are low.
Food is low. Are we actually all going to starve? So 8 food produced, food consumed is 2, stored is 9.4. Do we actually have an issue with food? Or is it not the case? I think we're okay for food right now. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. So more food is being brought in. We've got 1 unit of food here. Yeah, look at that, we've actually got machine parts on our resource depot, which is very, very good. I think we're going to be okay. I don't think the actual food report is a real thing. Here we are, we've got a nice little garden. Somebody sat underneath it having a nice chill, which is always lovely to see. So yeah, we really need those farms, I think, actually, before we get any further in terms of, again, bringing people on board. It worries me that food production seems to be quite so low. So in terms of the dome, colonists 12 of 14, vacant work slots 4, vacant residential slots 2. We want to get more people, we just need more people on the planet. That is really what it's coming down to. It seems we've got no food. Food production is 8, food consumption is 2, and stored in service buildings is 10, so we have plenty of food. I don't believe that it made me a bit nervous when I saw that report, but I don't believe that is an actual thing. I truly don't. It certainly shouldn't be a thing, that's for sure. So how are we doing here? Just waiting for machine parts to be brought. It doesn't need to be, I'll put it down to lowest priority right now, because we don't really need it I think the drones can be doing a lot more good work here in terms of getting food over to this area. That's a more important thing right now. So one of the things that can really kill you in this game is that actually I'm going to get some more storage while I'm thinking about that, some dumping area, because it's a bit messy already. That can kill you in this game is just the spread of resources and the fact that they're so far away from everywhere. It can really cause you some major issues. Dumping sites. We're going to set up another dumping site there, and that'll get some drones to go and clear that off. But really, I don't want you to go and do that right now. We have like a metric shit ton of concrete as well. Yeah, we've got plenty in there right now. So we didn't get the greatest amount of food possible. We need some sort of entertainment. Filter by trays. So back. Specialisation. We don't need that as well. The thing is, actually, well, I'd like to bring some things in to actually make people happy. That's just not going to be a goer right now because, again, we don't have the people to work them. Water reclamation system. So does that actually give us a further unlock? Soil adaptation. Okay, thank you. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Good, let's get that in. It's made me a bit more comfortable now. What else can we do? Emergency training, Martian education. Get more research in next. Get those moving a bit faster. Ooh, polymer factory. Yes, please. We'll probably get that in as well, because it's useful to be able to flatten buildings that are eventually running out of resources, which will happen, and it will happen here in particular first. Probably a dumping site with the water as well, which I did not realise. So yeah, let's get one of those there as well. I am tempted to hook up the next lot of water. We have loads of stored power, but I feel like I need to bring some more wind turbines in here. We are just surviving on Mars, shall we say? It's a good pun, isn't it? So we are just about surviving when it comes to power. We've got a very little surplus. We've got plenty in the batteries, but should we ever need power, that will be drained incredibly quickly, and leave us very short on power quite quickly.
Building a new home on an alien world, that takes guts, to say the least.
After all, the purpose is the strongest long-term driver. Since arriving on Mars, Sletsvenia, really game, Cherofnia's enthusiasm has proven to be above average, even by founder norms, and the prodigious productivity displayed can be boiled down to one simple explanation. She really loves doing what she loves doing, so I'm not going to try and say that name again. So she has the enthusiast trait. That's the spirit. Good girl. That wasn't patronising at all. Right, so yeah, it's probably these solar things that are the solar panels that are going to be causing us the major problem now in dropping power availability whilst we're offline. But now we've got a power demand of 44 and a power production of 117, so we have got a metric ton of them, and that makes me wonder, should we get another battery in? I think yes, we should, because should the worst happen, we have batteries available. Batteries for days, bro. We can get battery storage, which will mean that with an extra 2 will give us 800 stored power. That should hopefully give us plenty to be going on with there. Food wise, we're okay, and really it's a case now just banging through these sols and getting them all sorted. In terms of scanning, what can we do? We can scan that one, we can scan there. These are a long way away for us to be able to actually scan immediately. Kind of hampering us a little bit in that sense. We have plenty of resources in the area now. We have 2 lots of metal, which is useful to know. There'll also be surface metal as well that we can still get our hands on should we need it. And what's that telling us? Vacant residential slots of 2. So we don't have anyone employed, everyone is working, which is fine. Well, it's good, it's what we need. Yeah, I'd love to get those these research over there, but I don't think we can make that happen right now. No, I don't want to quit. What am I doing? Right, so okay, let's get the game back and running. It's a bit slow going, guys. I appreciate that. Not much is happening right now because we have literally just got this 10 sol limit placed on us, where we really just need to pause and make sure that everything is working as we should expect. Got the moisture evaporator. Now that we've got the extra power as well, I am keen to get some more water in place actually. Let's get that there. We'll get the power cables in. Nope, power first. Like that. And we can also get the water cables to there as well. Actually wait until the buildings are finished. But that'll pump some more water in for us, which should be great. We'll get the storage, we'll get the dumping site for it as well. Not going to forget that this time. Thank you very much, game. That is lower priority, which is fine. Again, we're not in a major rush right now. We don't have the people. We still have 3 sols. We've got a heavy drone load. We know that. We know that's a problem. Quite a bit of research per sol now. Soil adaptation is going to be good. I don't really want to switch off the hydroponics bay at the moment. We need more botanists, that's for sure. Food produced, consumed. This is when we're waiting for a crop to come in. This is what's really causing us a problem. Optimal harvest. See, leaf crops is still the best option right now. But I feel like a farm is needed to really give us that boost. The farm produces a metric ton of food as well. So much more than this. It's like 12 or 14 if I remember correctly. Right now it's going to give us just 8.6. Is it going to tell us what was causing us the problem? What if I open an extra shift? So maybe it would have been worth actually waiting to get the farm in. I feel like we're on the verge of dying actually, if we're not careful, off the verge of starvation, that's for sure. I support water pipes. We get some water pipes into there like that. What does the fungal farm produce? I wonder. It consumes a hell of a lot of oxygen. This one building's not working. That's because the extractor is completed, so let's switch that off. Salvage it as well. And then we want to get another... We don't have to get one in straight away, but it would be nice to keep the concrete going. It's going to get some resources back.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Oh boy, food is going to be very, very tight. It's going to give us 8 food. 2, 4, 6, 8. I do not like this at all. I'm going to stop that work shift right now. Okay, so that's going to give us some more food actually by having that extra work spot. So it was really, that was my problem, shall we say. So what's the grocers doing? I'm going to turn that work shift off.
Resources are low.
Get that one in there. We know we're low on food. to get some more in. Does that mean we can have... No, okay. See, keep messing around with that's going to spoil it. Food production really is the most important thing right now. We are going to get some decent food production by the looks of things. We have one sol and 14 hours left. Our tunnel is now coming in, which is great. Obviously when you do one, you do the other at the same time. And there we go. So let's just pause. What we want to do now is bring power into the tunnel. Do we need water in as well? We can bring water in actually, because it might not be a bad idea eventually. Is there anything worth having over here in terms of the second dome? Or do we tunnel it up and again over here? We've got some water. We can tunnel it up at that point. I don't think there's any need for a second dome at the moment. But let's power. Let's get power to the tunnel. Tunnel entrance and exit can connect to power and life support grids at different locations, at different elevations. Rovers can travel along the tunnels and reach places they otherwise couldn't. So that's useful. So it's definitely going to need power connecting. Again, going against my whole ethos of running too much power cables, etc. But we've only got a small amount of power cableage. But yeah, he does obviously use power whilst we're doing that. So I don't think we need a massive amount of things being done right now for this. I just really want to get this second rocket going. We've got all our rockets available, which is good. Food has me worried. Food does have me worried. So maybe a polymer factory, another set of housing, and we can get some smaller buildings and really get this sorted. We need the farm, so maybe a farm, polymer factory. I think the larger houses, do they take up a full grid as well? Let's just have a look, shall we? Apartments. So apartments do take up. They don't have as much comfort as the smaller hubs. I never showed you actually, but you can really zoom in. And look, there's people lying outside. There's someone asleep. That's their living quarters in there. A TV screen. So the game has really gone into a lot of detail. You've got a little lights at the back for the food area. So although we play, it's a shame really because we play a lot of the game at like this height, but really when you zoom right in, the level of detail is wonderful. Oopsie, oh god, how close we went to the actual crops there. So yeah, the level of detail is unbelievable. You can even see high up here, they've got the control stations as well that they're working. Again, the grocers, you've got the food stuff. And like eat healthy on the signs. It really does make the game so much more, feel so much more alive. Right, so I think what we need to do now is, was this actually decommissioned? Yes it was, but I want to bring in a second concrete extractor. Again, not a massive priority, but I think we do need it in place. Again, at least we can rotate them. Probably bring it in there like that, and again we'll run another power cable, and then we're going to have to run it around now, aren't we? That wasn't the most efficient way of using the power with that little jink there, but 13 more hours, 13 hours and we can bring people in. And what's the priority? Food, food, food and more food. I wouldn't mind actually taking that down at some point. It was a bad idea, but we had to do with
Research
what we could.
complete.
Soil adaptation is in, so we can actually put the farm in place, which I want to do. Yeah, there we go, there's our farm.
Sector scanned.
That is going to be low priority, and I will have actually...
Our colonists are suffocating. We only have a few hours to get them more oxygen before they run out.
Yep, and that wasn't me actually turning the farm off, that was me turning the frigging dome off. Which is great. But yeah, we'll turn that farm off for now. We need a second lot of living quarters. That's really what we need. Because as soon as I can do, I will be sending another rocket straight down. Where are we? Living quarters. What's the best? I think right, yeah, again for the first one.
This will go down in history.
The long-term dream of the human civilization as a whole to settle on the world has come true. To be among people who make this happen makes me feel enthusiastic and proud. We are already swarmed with applications for relocation to Mars, and the wanderlust and enthusiasm with the people makes me proud to be a human being. The red planet continues to be inhospitable and even dangerous, but as we as a species had always displayed the ability to adapt and improve, the adverse conditions will only make us try harder, so I say bring it on. The colony has been evaluated positively. Additional colonists can be called from Earth. Looks like we've got a serious adventure ahead of us. Unless I kill you all first. So yeah, we're going to get a second lot of living quarters down as well, which is good. And now we're ready to bring our second lot of rockets in. Passenger rocket, specializations. We wanted engineers. Maybe a research building actually might not be a bad idea. So let's just close, let's pause. How big are the research buildings inside the domes? Research lab. So it just takes up a quarter of a triangle, which might not be too bad actually. Do we boost research immediately? Or do we wait for that in the second medium-sized dome? If we're to build it, can we actually build another dome? Domes. Do we not have the medium dome tech available? Which looks like that is the case. When we get up a second dome set up though, we can have passages set between them. And then ramps to go over the domes. That needs polymer. See the barrel dome needs polymer. What does that look like? That's pretty cool, isn't it? I like that. Anyway, I'm not going to do that, but still, it looks pretty good. Right, let's get this running again. Don't turn the dome off. We'll turn the living quarters off as well. So yes, rocket. I need to get the food situation sorted out. That is key. So I want botanists again, geologists because I'm going to send them to the extractor mines. We'll get a medic on board as well. We'll launch. Yep. Launch anyway, because we're going to have. We better switch those on and get them built. Actually, that's what's probably stopping that from happening. Send the new rocket. Here come the drones with all the parts to get the new rockets up and running. The new rockets, the new buildings, in fact. Actually, a medical centre would not be a bad idea at all. Life support, domes. Infirmary. I think
Sector
an infirmary
scanned.
is going to be a good shout to have. really do. We are running low on metals on the site. We also want this built as well. So in terms of the production, metals extractor. Okay, so we're going to actually need to bring our drone commander over here eventually. Let's get these built. Holy shit, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's a crop. I'm going to bring in wheat. That's only 2 souls. Okay, I'm comfortable with that for the moment. Let's find the infirmary. Switch that off for now. So in terms of the actual crops of the farmers, what we can do is, in the crops themselves, is I'm going to give the wheat, but the soya beans increases. It doesn't give us the greatest crop. In fact, it does actually in terms of optimal harvest, and it increases the soil quality as well. So it's probably going to go wheat, soya beans. That will increase the soil quality, and we can keep doing the wheat, soybean rotation. As quickly as we can. Growth time. See, it's longer in terms of the actual souls, but it's going to give us a massive,
scanned. Select a sector to scan.
crop. And here we are. So we have our rocket ready to land. And here's our next lot of people here. Let's turn the infirmary.
The colonists are on the brink of dehydrating.
Don't turn the dome off. God damn it! I forget that I need to double click. I'm literally going to kill every single person on this planet if I keep doing things like that. I truly am.
New colonists have arrived.
Yay! So we have the colonists. Wonderful. Right. So I want to get this up and running in the metal extractor, and for that we're going to need to build a metals extractor. It's going to be 4 machine parts and concrete. So if we get our... Where is he? Here he is. So I want you to go here, and I want to get you. Want me to get me control plus concrete and machine parts. Go do that, please. Have you got them? Can you go get me some more concrete then?
Research complete.
Okay, that's enough. So you got machine parts and concrete. What you're going to do is you're going to come out here, and we're going to need our, not our RC Explorer, but our RC Commander. And you're going to come out here as well. What you see now is they actually go and use the tunnels, which is really cool. So here he is. Can you just,
Resources are low.
I don't want to unload yet. Don't worry about that. Completed the research. We've got the colonists arrived. How's the ship looking? It's got some food on there, which is good. But we're producing food as well. Once everything's settled down again, we will check out what is going on. So metals extractor. Too far from drones. But the drones are here. I don't understand. The drones are actually here to do the build. So I wonder if I need to do... Okay, I'll tell you what, you just unload there, all.
Humankind might be on the verge of a new golden age, and we have to be the ones who ride the crest of that wave.
So our 40 technologies researched at Sol 100. We have 13 so far at Sol there, wherever we are, Sol 29, 30. So we've got still quite a bit to go there. But I still don't quite know why this dude is here. I need to build the metals extractor. Unless we need to build the shuttle hub, which would make sense, I suppose. The drone hub won't make the damn bit of difference. Houses and refuel shuttles that facilitate long-range resource transportation between depots and resettling the colonies between domes. Too far from the drone commander, but the drone commander is here. I don't get it. But if we're to build the shuttle hub, alright, let's build the shuttle hub, see what happens. Let's get some power from here into there. Oh damn it, we need some more resources. I am absolutely winning at this today, aren't I, guys? Right, so let's come all the way over here. Please. And thank you. No. Because I still had you selected, obviously. It's 15 polymers, of which we now have 9. Why are you not working? You know what, I think I've gone too hard and too fast. Let's bring this back. Come back. You. Come back here. RC transport. Please. There. Everything's empty on that ship. Send it back. I'm going to have to send a shipload of polymers, which I didn't really want to do. Send some food as well, just to make sure. There we go. It's probably a really bad idea, but I'm going to do that anyway. Right, so you are going to load resources. All those. And then load all those. No, obviously no. Load resources. Load all those. Thank you. Now you can come back over here now. And I can go and we'll try and work out my strategy a bit better. Thank you. Right guys, I'm going to put a cut in now, so I hope you've enjoyed this second part. Again, it's not been the most exciting, I do appreciate it, but we are starting to get to grips with the game now. The good news is we have an infirmary working, we have the farm working, which is bringing in quite a bit of food. We also have the hydroponic farm, which is good. There's still a temptation to shut that down. We have 2 lots of living quarters. We have the machine factory. I really do need the machine factory working though. That is an important thing, that is for sure. Okay, thank you very much for watching guys, and I will see you next time.